No, I'm still here. That's probably that's an old yes, yesterday.
Well, it's okay.
So
Well, I'm wearing a
refresh.
shirt. This shirt that I'm wearing here. Wait a minute, it's not live though. It doesn't appear to be.
Refresh. And
Yeah, probably
there we are.
Probably a good idea. Refreshing right now. 5640. Okay,
Correct.
5640. Got that. But I have refreshed, and you're still walking away. What did you say on today?
It says,
this
crap,
says all doomed with Moby and Mitchell.
Yeah,
That was
I didn't
the other
change
day.
it. I'm sorry. That's bad. I think I can probably change this. Edit video with 3 minutes left. It's Thursday, right?
Yes. There we go. Raymond, no, that's why Obama came out to pretend to add some trust to Biden's run. The run, oh God, is that so on the money? The truth will make itself apparent.
Would you pick that up from her? Thanks.
She playing with the dog inside now? So she's saying, come on, come on.
Thanks. She's making a racket with that thing. Yeah, okay, so we're good to go.
Misty's making a racket with her thing, too.
Hey, now.
I'm just telling you, talk about Misty's thing there for a minute.
I know. Knucklehead.
I know.
I lent her some equipment, some video equipment, so she can videotape herself roller skating.
Actually, roller skating. What's the type?
It's what now?
Me and 5 other women that are above 40. We're going to roller skate today.
She's got a roller skating crew.
Well, that's really good to know. Let's think about that. Okay. Can we get her out of this for now?
Yeah. Okay. You want to go?
Talk to each other?
Oh, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Love you.
But I want to say bye.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Misty. Bye. Thank you. Thank you,
day.
Mickey. Thank you for understanding.
It's cool. It's cool. Hey, and well, I'll call you later. Bye.
I've said that to so many women, or asked them to call me, and they didn't. Nice to meet you too, darling. We have 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
And I know you understand.
Oh, I know you do. It's cool. It's cool.
No, I know you do. I didn't make you friend leave, and you understood, and there she went.
Okay, oh, yeah.
Great. Okay.
With a minute to spare.
Yeah, well, buddy, I know, but I was shook up there because she's a really cute girl.
Oh, she's a good girl. She's a great friend.
How long have you known her?
Oh, probably 8 years ish.
Well, good. Well, she was cute. We have,
every guy needs one of them kind of friends. You know what I mean?
Well, no, they can hear us now, can't they?
Yes, they can.
I always call it, when I had a friend like that, it was an F buddy. So somebody that was no relationship. I got the feeling that it was not.
Yeah. Okay. We're ready.
But you know what I'm saying.
I know what you. Here we go.
Go.
Okay.
Be quiet. This is me hushing.
All right. All right.
I was leaning back there listening to the music.
It was kind of cool, wasn't it?
Because I liked the music. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I didn't want to interrupt the music with our mouths. But that's okay. Here we are. How you doing, Sid?
I'm good, man. How about you?
I'm doing well. I've enjoyed today. I've had a good day today.
Good deal.
Yesterday was Gracie's birthday, and right before this show began, she was up before noon and walked down here to just sit around and shoot the breeze with her daddy.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, buddy, it's something. She's 18 years old, and I wouldn't want Jonah to hear this, but he's probably listening right now. But she is such a cool little chick.
She is. Yeah.
And you know that.
She is. She's
strong and she's tough, and she ain't gonna take any grief off anybody. Wow.
Cool.
And you know what? I remember being that age and thought I knew everything in the world. And eventually you find out, well, I know a lot. You knew a lot then, but wasn't everything in the world, admit it. Yeah. And the older you got, the smarter I got. Yeah. Right?
I remember
18 years old yesterday. What, buddy?
I remember when I was 18, I knew it all too.
And
So,
yeah, but I also remember some of the habits I was developing at the end of 18 is I hope she doesn't do that.
yeah, yeah.
You know, but she's going to do what she's going to do. She's now an adult by years, and there she is. Wow, my little girl.
Isn't it
What?
amazing how some teenagers can be old souls? They have.
You think she is?
I think she's an old soul. Yeah, I do.
Well, I guarantee you, she likes you.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's why I like her. Maybe that's why I have bonded with her.
Maybe you have.
Yeah.
Hey, I want you to watch her text. I've never seen anybody with quicker thumbs.
I've seen.
And here she is at 18 years old, and the thing that impresses me most about her, wow, look at them thumbs.
I've seen the kids today do that.
Yeah, I mean, quick, gosh,
it is amazing
really.
To watch.
And then they sit back and watch us try to do it. Yeah, well, whatever. Okay,
but they were trained on that. That's the only thing they know.
I know. So. Give them a rotary dial telephone. Let's see if they can work that out.
That's funny. Yes. Yeah. Point to a payphone. Ask them. Point to a payphone and say, "What's that?"
Okay, wait. First off, you got to start. You got to find a payphone.
Yeah, exactly. Well,
good luck with that.
Yeah. All right.
Oh, well, that's where Superman changed his clothes. That's Superman's dressing room because they know Superman.
That's right.
Okay.
All right.
And that ain't Dean Cain or anything that looks like Dean Cain because he don't really look like Superman right now. You've seen him. Okay.
Hey, Moby, how are you, man?
Oh, I'm fine. I'm just sitting here ratchet jawing with you for the next couple hours, and that's what I'm doing.
Okay, we're on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, and fistfulofradio.com for the next 2 hours.
We haven't introduced ourselves yet.
That was what I was trying to get at. I was trying to get you.
I'm sorry.
Steering you that way.
Well, we are the Moby and Mitchell daily Monday through Friday broadcast extravaganza.
Great.
And here at fistfulofradio.com. And there's other broadcasters over there, kids, young ones, the baby broadcasters, I like to call them. And God bless them. They're talented and they're good and they're dedicated. Go get them.
Where did that come from?
What?
No, they're all everybody in Fistful of Radio is good at what they do. So
what did I just say? Didn't I just say that?
I don't know. Did you say baby broadcasters? I was kind of half listening. I don't think they're any.
But baby well, you know what? I got that term from Deborah Richards, and she taught at a broadcasting school. And granted, the guys at Fistful of Radio they've been doing this a while. I got it. But
none of them are babies.
None
of them are babies in the business.
The comedian we went to see, he's in Fistful of Radio too, right? Does he have a show?
Yeah, he's been around a long time.
Oh, I understand that. Okay, I get you. Well, good. I'm glad to know that there are other people, our peers, that are.
Yes. Just because you haven't heard of them doesn't mean that they haven't been around.
Oh, I get it. And that's kind of insulting to somebody in their business. Well, I never heard of you. Okay.
Unfortunately, yes.
It's insulting.
I mean, it is, but you're right. It is. And it happens a lot.
Okay, good. It's not just me.
No.
It's not just me.
Yeah.
Okay. So I never heard of you. And I always had a great comeback from that. There's people say, I never heard of you. So, well, you know what? I never heard of you either till right now. How you doing? Isn't that a good comeback for that?
But in your case, people have heard of you.
Well, yeah. I've been doing it a long time. I had some top of the mountain views of the world. Mm-hmm. I've been to the top of a pretty tall mountain, not the tallest mountain. Ask Howard Stern. No, I mean that is a pretty dang tall mountain. Rick Dees, right?
Yeah,
that also is a pretty tall mountain. What are you talking about? You were laughing about something.
I was just thinking. Usually, when they say that guy Moby, usually there's two words before that guy Moby. They usually that asshole Moby. That's how you got to be top of mind in people's minds. But does that
know what? But some half and half. There were some people that thought my dookie didn't stink.
I know, that's why you became the star, because you are a personality.
You had when they would do. Wow, how did we get into this?
I was just thinking that
you brought it up.
I don't know.
But let me say this: they do research on disc jockeys. Mm-hmm. And when the research comes back, you judge by the numbers 1 to 10. One being terrible, 10 being the best disc jockey you ever heard. And I tolerated the ones. Matter of fact, didn't give a crap about the ones. Didn't pay no attention at all to the ones. And the 10s, I really, really appreciate it. Thank you very, very much for being a 10 in the Moby Radio family, cousin. Thank you for being there. But I preferred 5s and 6s. But because I did, it's if somebody says they love you all the time, and okay, you appreciate that and you accept it, but love you every now and then, that's better, for building a radio audience, I think.
But you didn't. But your career was not 5s and 6s. It was 9s and 1s.
You're right. You're absolutely right. It was. No
That
10s.
that was the rap on you. Was that either they loved you or they hated
They
you.
hated you, right?
And more than they loved you more than they hated you. And then
That's why the ratings were high.
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I know. Well,
And that's the end of the end of the story.
That's good. Well, let's move on then,
All right,
shall we?
good.
Because I got stuff.
All right.
And
good.
it's not. God, I don't believe we got off. Wait a minute. Did I start that or did you
I
start
have no idea. I can't remember.
Wait a minute. I do. You started that. And that's okay because I'm always willing to talk about me. And if you want to bring me up, yeah, let's talk about me for a few minutes. Sure, Steve. But you brought it up because generally speaking, I don't think I would. I would.
That's because you're humble.
There's no, I'm really not. But because there's some stories that come up that I'm reminded of, and I'll talk about I guess that's talking about me when I'm telling stories, right?
That's a little inside business too, about 9s and 1s and stuff like that.
Yeah, I know. Okay. Reese Witherspoon. You a fan of her?
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to release Legally Blonde 3. She is reuniting with all the original co-stars, and she's going to be right there, by golly, in Legally Blonde 3. MGM Studios confirmed that Legally Blonde 3 is coming in May of 2022. And I read that, I thought, I really don't give a damn. Okay. I didn't see the first 2. I didn't know there'd been 2. Did you know there'd been 2?
Did not, and I'm sure this is going to save the movie industry.
This is it.
In the movie theaters.
Low budget films. Yeah, low budget films for a little while is going to save the movie industry because they're not making any of these $100 million films right
Those days are over.
None of those are in production. Yeah. Wow. Is it over or just postponed?
It's both changed and postponed, pushed back until I was just thinking
pushed back
spring back to spring of next year.
Yeah. Things are beyond.
But it's definitely changed. As you said, the days of the big budget movies are gone.
All right. Yeah. I'd like to. I mean, it's Titanic, that kind of movie. Good God, what did that thing cost? Whatever. But in what you started to say?
I would say at least 100 million. At least I think I heard.
Yeah. Yes, Titanic was at least 100 million. There were some other ones that were really high dollar too. What, buddy?
To make.
Yeah. Yeah. That's exact. To produce.
Yes. To
get from the producer's mind to the screen. Okay. Oh, I want to tell you about I found this morning. You remember that gal had been hiking for like 12 days. She was lost and they couldn't find her. And just a few days ago, this came out. I think we talked about it late last week. I'm not sure. Do you remember though?
I had vaguely heard this story. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. That she was hiking. I don't know where it was. Maybe let me look at this. We got something here. Nah, I don't know. Doesn't matter. But she was like 12 days. She was lost. People were panicking and looking for this gal. And they found her after 12 days. There she was. As far as I know, uninjured after 12 days and not malnourished after 12 days. And she found water. She was out in the woods. She found water. But there's a sheriff sergeant out there questioning the circumstances. Said this doesn't add up. The sheriff sergeant says there are discrepancies and questions that do not add up, according to the report. Yeah. She was BSing somebody. Where you been? Where the hell you been? And who do you think you are? Is that your bell?
That's my bell.
Did I do something?
Nope. That was my bell.
I knew I hadn't told this story before because
no.
Dang
Sorry about that.
No, but it's fine.
So okay, to be continued. Put that aside. Hold on to that story. Put that in the to be continued file. We're probably going to hear that story a little bit later on.
You think? Yeah, that's not over yet.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Nor should it be. All righty, Steve. I should not be fooling with this. Matter of fact, I'm gonna quit right now.
So we were talking about this before we went on the air, but the Hunter Biden laptop. What
Oh,
a
boy.
story! What?
Yeah. Yes. Absolutely, man.
What it's like a political spy novel, spy thriller.
Buddy, there will be a book, maybe a movie about this. And the thing of it is, this movie would not have to be a high dollar movie. You know, I mean, think about what would be high dollar about it? A trip to Uzbekistan or whatever the hell it is.
Yeah.
What?
Now it's a money laundering investigation.
Oh yeah. Well, God Almighty, and the big guy was right there in the middle of it. How many times do you think this is a Fox News bet thing going? Steve can tell you more about and tell you better what's going on than I can about what Fox News is doing. But you can bet on how many times Trump will say "big guy."
Oh, tonight? On the
debate tonight. The debate
tonight.
And
that's gonna be rich.
Hey, are you making plans to watch it?
Definitely gonna make plans
good.
to
Me
watch
too.
it.
Man, we'll talk about it tomorrow. But and any big guy. How many times we say big guy?
Well,
now, don't you know? I bet it's once in every other sentence. What do you think? Or none at all.
Well, there's another side story as well, and that is, will the moderator bring it up? Because realistically, it should be a question.
You just choked out.
I did. Realistically, it's a question that should come from the moderator because it's a legitimate question, and
big guy.
And it needs to be brought up by the moderator and not by Trump. So we're going to have to wait and see tomorrow if the moderator, Kristen Welker from NBC News, will even.
Did she not get suspended? I thought she got caught up in something.
No, that was the the previous one that was supposed to happen. The guy Steve Scully, he got suspended.
Okay.
For lying.
You know what? Between the two, Kristen Welker and Scully, Scully's nowhere near the pretty one.
Yeah, I get you. Yeah.
Oh gosh, she hot. Is she hot? Is it just me? She's hot.
She's okay.
Yeah. What? Now. She's hot.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, she's hot. But
yeah, buddy.
So
she really is hot. I love that square jaw, like she's got. Her face is just unbelievable. God almighty. And you know what? I can have that kind of conversation with Mary Beth in the room. Because Mary Beth knows I ain't got a shot.
That was great.
Huh?
Anyway,
what?
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out if she's
there will be a mute, but Trump is not happy with the mute button. Have you heard?
Yes, I have heard.
He is not happy with the mute button. The way it's going to be, it's going to be too. This is the way it's going to be. They're going to get, like I said weeks ago, they're going to give it. They're going to introduce the moderator. Will introduce one of the debaters and ask a question, and that debater has 2 minutes, and the other guy's mic is muted for that 2 minutes. And then it switches for the next 2 minutes. The first guy's mic is muted, and Trump or Biden won. They get their 2 minutes, and then at the end of that, neither mic is muted. That was my bell. Neither mic was muted, and they get after it with each other. I think Trump ought to come around behind that podium with a big roundhouse right hand.
Come on, man.
and then let it. Then the next 4 minutes, there you go. They're wrestling on the floor. Wouldn't you like to see a wrestling match break out in the middle of the debate?
Basically, you just described a Jerry Springer episode.
Yeah, I know. Well, I know. Or NASCAR. You know, I do like NASCAR, but I do like it when they wreck. I know it's really expensive, and I hope nobody gets hurt, but it's more fun at 200 miles an hour when they wreck. Yeah. You know, and wrestling matches, sure, you know, that's all pre-planned. Whatever, it's fake. But and you know what I'm saying? I just think these debates ought to break into one of those events.
I think it'll be entertaining enough.
Yeah,
I think you can rely on the POTUS to make it entertaining enough. I think that he will. I think that
I like that term, POTUS.
Yeah, POTUS.
I never heard that before this administration. I don't think.
Yeah,
Had you?
It's always been there. Yes.
Well, I see. Okay, it has been, but I hadn't heard it before this administration.
Yeah, he's.
Have you heard? Well, go ahead.
Never mind. I got nothing.
Well, you started to say something.
I got nothing. Trust me.
So you didn't know when you first opened your pie hole and started sputtering that Phlegm.
I was
You didn't know what you was going to say.
pretty much.
Because I still got mine. You know why I didn't lose my train of mind, train of thought,
Why is
and
that?
forget it like I so often do. Why is that?
Why is that?
And they got a note.
Great.
I got my
All
dang
right.
note.
All right.
Is that cheating?
All right. So
Okay, 16 minutes after. Have you heard how many people have voted in the United States already? Voted.
I heard it was
I
a
know
very high.
you're one of them.
I heard it was a very stop. I heard it was a very high number.
42 million.
Wow.
I know. Have voted 42. What's wrong with Ross?
I have no idea. You see something outside. I think I heard it was a
There's that
higher
bell again.
and I think it was a higher number of Democrats voting in advance over Republicans.
It will be what it will be. But to me, that seemed to be a really big number, 42 million. And in Texas, over 60% of the voting population has voted in Texas.
Mm.
Several states are at over 40%. The elections already started. The votes are being cast.
Wow.
And on November the 3rd, I'm thinking, with all that going on right now, the line shouldn't be too long on November the 3rd. Now, I'm probably fooling myself because 42 million is a less than half the voting population. Probably less than a fourth of it.
I thought the same thing when I saw that story yesterday. That the lines may be long, not as long anyway. And so, but I've already done my absentee ballots.
Oh,
so.
I know you have.
Yeah.
I know you and Roxy both have gone to vote.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love the system. Yeah. But somewhere there, it's on Fox News. How many times will either Joe or Trump, either one, say, "Come on, man"?
Oh, that's a Fox News app.
Yeah, it's funny.
Win $50,000.
Do you agree it's funny? I think
it's funny. I think it's funny of them to make fun of the
How many times do you think?
Not many. Maybe two or three.
Do you think it's possible not any?
It is possible not any. Yeah.
That's what I'm kind of thinking. Yeah. We've agreed with each other way too much today. How can this be entertaining?
I don't know. Sometimes I just lost the will to fight. Maybe that's it.
Lost the will to fight. God bless you. God, did you hear you talk about the Hunter thing and all that? One of them said the Biden family name and its legacy are on the line.
Mm-hmm.
Man, the Biden family name and its legacy is on the line.
Yep.
Joe Biden. When you're a politician and you do something real good, that's great. And it's good that you did. But you need to do something else too. I mean, keep going. Don't stop now. And somewhere 40 years ago, wherever Joe Biden just kind of gave up too. Like you said, the will to fight. Okay. That deal's over.
I read a story that came out last night from a business partner.
Wait a minute, Steve. What did that story say?
It confirmed pretty much what was in the emails, is that not only is there a business enterprise going on here, it has been going on for decades. Yeah.
Biden's been in there for decades.
Yeah. So, yeah.
For decades.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
the Biden family name and its legacy.
Yep.
Because he's got Joe Biden has got a brother that's all involved in this too.
Mm-hmm. That's right.
That's right.
That's right.
Hunter, that's Hunter's uncle.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. And there's probably a bunch of cousins running around too. You know how these damn Bidens are. Dude, look at the time.
Hey, families are tight. The Bidens are tight.
The legacy, family name, the Biden family name and legacy. Steve, look at the time we get.
Okay, fine. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a 2-minute break and we're going to reset and I'm going to look at some Facebook posts here. And by the way, we're on facebook.com/Moby and Mitchell and also YouTube and Twitter. And we'll catch you here in 2 minutes, 120 seconds. All right.
That's right. Maybe 120.
All right. Bye.
That's all right.
On Fistful of Radio.
That's right.
.com.
CBD, you hear about it all over the place. There's signs on every corner telling you to get CBD at this place. Well, I encourage you to get CBD from the right place, and the right place is the Georgia Hemp Company in Sandy Springs. They've been around since long before this big CBD boom got going, and they source their products from the best places in the country. The tinctures, the oil, bath bombs, great CBD products just for you, available in Sandy Springs, and they will ship to you wherever you are. Just use the promo code RICH10 at checkout. It's called The Georgia Hemp Company. The Georgia Hemp Company, located at 290 Hildebrand in Sandy Springs. Again, the promo code RICH10 at checkout at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
Ever dry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry. If your basement's damp, don't take a chance.
Called EverDry Waterproofing.
If your crawl space is wet, one call and you're set.
Called EverDry Waterproofing.
Call EverDry today. We make the moisture go away. Go to everdryatlanta.com. Okay. EverDry Waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
The possibility of lung cancer can be pretty scary, especially if you're one of approximately 8 million current or former smokers at high risk. That's why SaveByTheScan.org wants you to know that now there's a breakthrough low-dose CT scan that can detect lung cancer early, and it only takes 60 seconds. You stop smoking, now start screening. For an easy quiz to see if you're eligible, visit SaveByTheScan.org. It could save your life. SaveByTheScan.org is brought to you by the American Lung Association's Lung Force Initiative and the Ad Council.
Hi, this is Billy Brew. Join me along with Rich Sullivan on The Opening Act with Sully and Billy, weekday mornings from 7 to 9 right here on fistfulofradio.com.
That didn't really fit.
Well, it's kind of like the rest of the show here, just like one big train wreck.
Howdy. Everybody. Hello, howdy. Okay. What you up to, boy?
Nah, not much, man. It's a pretty day today. I'm
you know what?
enjoying this one.
I haven't been. I went outside to let Gucci pee a little while ago,
Mm-hmm.
and after that video, after that visual joy, I come back inside. But it was nice outside. But Gucci did a good job peeing. There you go.
Well, we're glad to know that.
Just checked in on you, Gucci. How you doing? Boy?
Glad.
Might take a little leak, Dad. Thank you. It's funny. You walk over next to a tree and see how far up it he can pee up the tree. Okay.
Well,
Good afternoon, Moby and Steve.
where else you going to find this kind of scintillating conversation?
Yeah, and if you don't like it, we're sorry. We do, and once turn it off for today and come back tomorrow and see if it's better. Ron Simpson, our buddy Ron Simpson.
Hey, Ron.
And he said, "Good afternoon, Moby and Steve. You guys are sounding good.
Well, that's the big.
Y'all have a part of my history." Yeah, I did.
Sure do. He's done a lot of shows.
The Moby in the Morning Bass Tournament was 15 years going.
Yeah.
And to that, and all the shows with Simpson, okay, he was in the promotion business too, but he also was the big guy for the Moby in the Morning Bass Tournament. But yeah, he did other shows. And every time I was emceeing a Ron Simpson show, I knew I was going to have a good time.
Mm-hmm.
And that's fine. But the Moby in the Morning Bass Tournaments, dude, that was a lot of work. And Ron Simpson worked hard at it. And I worked hard. A whole bunch of people worked hard at it. He said, retirement is good. I thought it would take longer to get this old. Ron Simpson. I thought it would take longer to get this old.
That's pretty prophetic right there, Ron. Not
Dude,
pathetic.
that's why I said
pathetic,
it twice.
Prophetic.
Uh-huh. Like something the prophet would say.
Yeah.
Prophet Ron.
That's right.
Okay, that's it. Fine. All right, fine. There was something about that getting older that I was going to talk about. We'll get to it in a minute. Yeah,
That you get forgetful when you get older?
No, yeah, a little bit. And even though I got a note right here in front of me, I just forgot. But and you're like this, and you know what? I bet Ron Simpson is too. My calendar used to be full of really cool stuff. I was committed to go out and do, and I couldn't wait to get there and do it. And some of them would give me quite a bit of money to do it, and some of it I did just for the love of the cause. It was neat. That was my calendar back then with Ron, Steve, and you remember too. This is your case too. I know it is. Mm-hmm. Cool stuff. You remember being required to do and requested to do cool stuff, right, Steve?
Indeed.
You know Ron does, and God bless you, Ron. I always loved you, man, and I know you love me too. But it was great. My calendar was full of cool stuff, and now it's just filled with doctor visits. Don't forget to go. You got some doctoring needs doing, Moby. Whatever. That didn't used to be the case, though. My calendar was filled with what, Steve?
Cool stuff.
Cool stuff. Yours was too.
Mm-hmm.
Amen.
Yep.
So let's see. We already did that first break.
I got stuck today. I went and got stuck today.
So, what do you mean you got stuck? Oh yeah, did you? What'd you get stuck for?
Just a blood test.
Why are they doing a blood test? Are they worried about something?
It's going to check some blood levels. And
things bad with you?
No,
things wrong. Things going wrong. Something going wrong, Steve.
Just doing some maintenance. Just checking blood levels.
All right.
Yeah, you know.
Okay. Well, okay, me too. I just made an appointment today. God, this is the worst, Steve. And we're talking about the younger broadcasters over at Fistful of Radio, and then us, But we're sitting here and talk about our damn doctor's appointments.
This is what.
Can you ever imagine that would be what our careers would digress to? Sitting around with your partner on the radio talking about y'all's doctor.
Well, this is a part of growing older and aging, is that you really start to, isn't it funny how you start to really take better care of yourself when you get older?
Yeah, you do. Fine, show off. But
when you should be doing it when you're their age.
Steve, you don't get into the preaching thing.
Hey, I'm not preaching.
No, I don't even want to hear it.
I don't want to hear it either.
Okay, fine. Well, don't start.
Continue.
Now I forgot what I was going to say. That time I didn't have a note. And I forgot what I was going to say. Dadgummit, it was a good one too. It'll come to me. You come up with something.
Oh well.
When we get into the next commercial break, will you call me?
All
right. I got some technical stuff I don't want to burden these people with, and I think we can get it done in 2 minutes if you'll call.
Okay.
You will?
I will.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I have other things. Do you have things?
A third of hotels in the U.S.
This is one of Steve's things. Listen, I'm sorry. A third
of hotels in the U.S. could go under because of the coronavirus.
A big segment of them already have.
Yes. Yeah, already. You're right. Correct.
Yeah.
And it would be a doomsday scenario.
One of my very best friends is in the hotel business, and he has been struggling and suffering through this. Man, I've hated it for him. But when somebody in my family wanted a hotel deal, they told me about it, and I called him and asked. I said, Jimmy, I know this ain't a good time. Okay. They're sitting there struggling, trying to keep their head above water, and one of their buddies calls and says, hey, can you get me like an employee rate on that?
Wow.
That was mean. That was terrible.
Now, a lot of the banks are working with these hoteliers. And
hoteliers?
That's what they call.
Is that a word?
That is actual word.
You sure?
Yeah. And the banks have been flexible, but only up to a point, and then after that, they sell their loans off to special servicers.
Like what happens with your mortgage.
Exactly.
You make a mortgage with one company, and first thing you know, you're making payments to another company. Yep. And then somewhere down the pike, they might pitch your loan off to somebody else, and you're making payments to a third company.
Exactly.
As long as the rate don't move and the interest level don't go up, it can go down. That'd be all right.
It's not a good thing happening right here. So,
well, but you know what? You're just so negative.
I am Mr. Negative.
Losing a lot of businesses. Who said that? I think it got wrote down here. Losing a lot of businesses. That was Marilyn K. McMichael. And that's what you were talking about, Steve.
Yeah.
We're losing venues, at least Laura Morrell Crowder. And let's see. This one got in the way. Hang on. Stop it.
I have a phone call.
Stephen Moby, what was your neatest on the calendar experience? Wow. That'd take too long to get into. Amen.
We got a phone call.
Well, from who?
Take this phone call.
Tell me who
I bet it's the wrong number.
Go ahead.
Let's find out.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Hello. Who's calling?
Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. Who's calling? Asshole.
One of our fans.
You can hang up now. What?
Oh, well.
Yeah, they've been called an asshole and hung up on it. That must have been the wrong number.
Oh, well.
Okay.
Oh, by the way, that number.
By the way, go ahead.
That number is 855-556 Moby, MOBY 6629. My
turn now?
Yeah, go ahead.
God, boy, I tell you what, you've been.
Yeah,
that's good. You got your time today. That's good. I want you to be happy.
It's not about.
But every time I started to say something, dadgum, there you were again, pal, and I back off immediately.
It's not about getting the time. Not about that at all.
Okay, Steve, I need to say now. What's it about, Steve?
It's not about anything.
Because this is a show about nothing.
Correct.
Whatever. Stop that. Stop it. Turn it off. People don't want to see all the politics we're seeing. I'm over it.
Mm.
Trump told Eric Bowling, he's a host on sports. Is that right? Eric Bowling.
I don't know where he is.
Whatever. Anyhow, Trump told Eric Bowling they've got enough politics. It is sports. They've got enough politics with me and everybody else, and they don't want to see it on football or sports on Sunday or whenever they happen to be watching. This is Trump now. I think it's had an impact on sports, a huge negative impact on sports. And I think that football ought to get back to football, and basketball ought to get back to basketball, and let politics remain separate. Can I get an amen for our president? Amen. I do too. I agree with that. Yeah. Get up off your damn knee. And if you want to put your hand on, fine, whatever. But quit protesting before the game and putting protesting slogans on your jerseys and stuff. Stop that. Stop it. Stop it. I'm not even that big a fan, but even the big fans are saying, stop it. I like watching sports on television. Mary Beth will let me every now and then. Yeah, Laura Morrell Crowder said, over it. Amen. Michael Hopkins said, Taco Mac bought Mary Mac's Tea Room. Where's Mary Mac's Tea? That's downtown Atlanta, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Mary Mac's Tea Room. Can you imagine fried chicken and fajitas at the same table? Really? No.
Mary Mac's was good.
Oh God, yeah, fried chicken. She wasn't famous for her fried chicken. I think I might have been there years ago, but I think she was more famous for her fried chicken and then fajitas. That was Tea Room, Mary Mac's Tea Room. Oh, Taco Mac. That's it. There's where the fajitas came in. There you go. What?
You know, you were talking about what Trump was saying. The ratings back him up on what he was saying
about sports.
The ratings have tanked for all the sports this year.
Professionals or professionals and college or all of them?
Mostly professionals.
High school sports, are their ratings down?
No, mostly for the the professional sports teams who have been
football, basketball.
Yeah.
Well, that's what Trump was saying.
Yeah.
Damn, get back to sports. What are y'all? When did you guys become damn politicians? Shut up and come out of the locker room and entertain me with some good sports activity. Sir. What?
Yeah, you're right.
Okay.
Good for
him.
my
video's gone away. Has your video gone away?
No.
You can see me?
I can see you.
Okay. Well, that's why that's why I want you to call me after a while.
Oh, okay.
We're going to be breaking here in about 6 minutes. Help me get going again, okay? Because what I'm afraid of is I'll get to dicking with it. Excuse me. I'll get to Moby Dicking with it and turn it all off, because even though I can't play music from my end, I can't play sounds from my end, I can't screw it up from over here.
Yeah, you can screw up the video feed from over there. Do you have your Zoom up?
Yep.
Okay.
Well, I said it did. Hang on. Let me. Okay, you know what? You're the one that brought this up. You're the one. When we get started here, it's you that made it.
Just don't touch your Zoom.
I just opened up the Zoom icon.
You don't have to touch your Zoom. You mean you've lost your Facebook feed? Is that what you're saying?
Well, no, I've got a lot of people on Facebook that are talking. You know, that Taco Mac thing. That was Michael Hopkins on Facebook.
Okay.
Chance Bartel says another wild early Reese Witherspoon movie as Freeway. With Brooke Shields.
Okay.
And
maybe I should call you. Anyway, yeah.
Well, wait a minute. I'm reading this with Chance Bartel saying that we talked about Reese Witherspoon. And this came out about that new movie coming out. There was a movie with Kiefer Sutherland. Okay. Dark comedy, very dark, Cruel Intentions. What wasn't bad either. Okay. Thanks, Chance. It gives me something to watch. And Steve, that thing you were talking about, Val on HBO.
Yeah.
I have yet to make myself go watch it. And I want to see it.
It's a little long. It's a little long. It's a little long, but it's
I've never heard those words before, Steve. Never mind. Okay.
Yeah, we'll get you taken care of. All right.
Do what?
We'll get you taken care of.
About the HBO thing?
The video that you can't. You have the video
on
issue.
the Zoom thing. Something ain't happening right.
That'll be.
I know you. Well, that if you call me, we can do that, and we don't have to put everybody through that, right?
Yeah.
Wonder if the networks will dump professional sports.
No. Oh no. Too much money.
Yeah, money. You think it's about money, Steve? Is that what you think? I agree. It's about money.
We agree on that. Well, thank God you haven't lost your mind.
Decided to dump all of the Peanuts holiday specials. I didn't even notice. Did they go away? The Peanuts holiday specials?
Probably.
Are they going away as we get into the holiday season? I don't know. Man, so many traditions have been lost, and it saddens me that all the traditions have been lost. And maybe if Trump wins again, everybody else can get out of the way and then get our traditions back. I don't know.
Oh no. We're not getting our traditions back. If Trump wins, they're coming after him with fire.
I understand that, but will we get the holiday peanut specials back if Trump wins?
No.
Okay. Trump reacted to the mute debate change ahead of the final showdown against Biden. That's coming up. You know what they're going to do. It's 6-minute segments. And I forget how many, I think there's 6 of them. 90-minute debate, no commercials. And we were talking about that on the last debate. And you remember that, Steve? You was wrong about that. You said, sure, there's going to be commercials. No, there's not going to be any commercials. Yeah. But 6 segments, 6 minutes long each, 2 minutes for one debater, 2 minutes for the other debater. And then now you may be longer than that. What 2 for one, 2 for the other. And then I think I heard 4 minutes for the for the 2 of them to get out there and wrestle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, 4. So 2, and 4, I think is what I saw. Whatever, it's 6 segments, and that's. But he doesn't like. Trump does not like the mute button, because you used that last debate. Trump, he wouldn't shut up. Boy, Biden would start talking, and Trump would start yowing with him.
Mm-hmm.
It was kind of fun to watch, but I couldn't keep up with all of it. We wanted to see who won the debate, but we couldn't see who won the debate. We couldn't hear any of them talking. And then Biden called Trump a clown and looked over to him and said, "Will you shut up?" I was thinking the same thing, Joe. That's the only time I've ever agreed with Joe. Donald, would you just shut up? I want to hear because he's more likely to step on his pecker if you just leave him alone.
We're going to find out tonight.
Golly. It's 9:00, I think, right?
It's getting close to my bedtime. No, I'm just kidding.
No, I know. No, you're not either. Come on, Steve. For doctor's appointments and everything. No. But I'll lay down and try to stay awake for all of it. And if I wake up in the commentator's room, I know I was unsuccessful. Oh boy. So it's near about time for the break.
Yeah.
Don't forget to call me. I got my phone in my hand. All right. We love everybody. Love you a lot. Thank you for like being part of this radio family, cousin.
I'm
ready for you to go, baby.
Whatever this is. Okay. So we're going to I'm going to help Moby out on the phone here while you listen to this, and we'll resume in 2 minutes on Fistful of Radio.
Wait, before you go.
Yeah.
You're going to think this is funny.
Yeah.
Mary Beth just wrote me back about my doctor's appointment next Tuesday. That's in my calendar.
Yeah.
It's next Tuesday at noon. Mary Beth just wrote me back, said, "You have your show at noon." Well, Steve, we might need to let Stefan know that.
Wow.
Next Tuesday, I need to be excused.
Well, okay then.
That's fine. You know what? Getting older is not for pussies. Okay, you can go on now.
I'm on second that one. Back in 2 minutes on Fistful of Radio.
If you served honorably in our nation's armed forces and you're looking for a way to continue serving your fellow veterans in your community, then join AMVETS. Each year, AMVETS members volunteer millions of hours at VA healthcare facilities from coast to coast, helping to improve the lives of their fellow veterans through the VA Voluntary Services Program. AMVETS posts and departments also participate in a wide variety of community service projects, ranging from Americanism in our schools to supporting the Special Olympics and Boy Scouts of America. If you no longer wear the uniform today, you can still serve through the AMVETS by joining today at amvets.org.
Would you like to know the best places to invest your money post-coronavirus? We put together a guide, 7 stocks to own for the next year going into 2021. There are some great ideas in here that you may not have heard before, and ways that you can additionally save money in income taxes if you put the best strategy together today. Go to oxygenfinancial.com and get our free guide, 7 stocks that you should own right now. Go to oxygenfinancial.com today.
Dry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
Hey Atlanta, Shannon Burke here. Now that the flood watches have expired and the sun is back, it's time to address that leaky basement. The amount of rain Atlanta gets this time of year should have you paying attention to moisture in your home. Call the guys that I call, EverDry. As you know, moisture and water in your basement today can lead to foundation issues tomorrow, not to mention mold and mildew. The health of your family could be at stake. Have the guys from EverDry come out and conduct a free basement inspection today. Their patented process seals and encapsulates your basement and keeps it dry for years to come. Call them today, 678-741-2900. Online at everdryatlanta.com. It's 678-741-2900 for EverDry Waterproofing, and tell them Shannon Burke sent you.
EverDry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Still got it.
Counting, Steve.
Standard 1, 2, 3, 4 rock and roll count off.
Yeah. Standard rock and roll count off.
All right.
That wore me out. Whew. I'm too old to rock and roll, but still too young to die. Who did that song?
Got me.
You remember it? You do remember
I do remember. I just can't remember who did it.
Who did it? Dang, don't you feel weird about that?
No.
Yeah,
Too old to
rock and roll.
too
Oh,
old.
Jethro Tull?
No. Too
No.
old to rock. The other die. I can't remember.
Too old to rock and roll, but I'm still too old. Wait,
Damn
you'll
it.
find out from Alexa, because
Damn
I'd
it.
like to know. This is going to drive me crazy. You good with that?
I'm gonna.
Okay. Alexa, who did Too Old to Rock and Roll and Too Young to Die? Sounds
Too Old to Rock and
There
Roll,
you go.
Too Young to Die. 1976. The concept album released by British band Jethro Tull.
Jethro Tull. I was right.
Wow.
Thank you, Alexa. Thank you. Wow. And everybody said I was burned out. Thank you very much. That's pretty dang good,
It
wasn't it?
was right. Wow.
Alexa, stop. But what are the odds of that, man? That
Wow.
was good. I'm impressed. Are you impressed?
I'm impressed.
Too old, and we had some listeners screaming at their computers and radios about what it was. They knew it already, but I remember. And when I said Jethro Tull, they all went, "Yeah, Moby, yeah." And Steve said, "No."
Yeah.
Well, that's fine.
It's
I got to lean forward.
Isn't it funny? Isn't it? No, it's not funny, but isn't it interesting how you can remember, 30 years, things from 25 years ago and things from not in the last week. And then you can remember things from, song titles from, your
What'd you
past.
have for breakfast?
Oh,
Can you remember that?
A couple of eggs.
That's good. That's a big. I don't actually remember it because
yeah.
it spoils the bit.
Yeah. Okay.
Kim Ponder says Moby for the win. Thank you. Too old to rock. Who was the lead singer? Jethro Tull.
Ian Anderson.
Very good. That's exactly.
Mhm.
Okay. I know you knew that already, but I wanted you to save face amongst the old rock.
Thanks for it.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
And Ian, what kind of guitar did Ian Anderson play?
He played not the guitar.
What did he play?
He played the I want to say not the fiddle. Yeah, no,
He was a flautist.
a
He played the
flaut.
flute.
Yes, I knew. Yes, okay, yeah.
Apparently, you didn't know. This is
I
me
knew it
showing
wasn't
off.
a guitar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, somebody played the fiddle in that band, didn't they? I think wait a minute. It might have been a violin. I don't
No, you're right. You're correct. He was the flautist.
The flautist.
Yes.
Okay. There you go. Quarter till right now, man. Look.
When's the last time you said that word?
Flautist?
Flautist.
No, I can't remember. I have said it before, though. I'm sure.
That sounds like
because I knew that's what somebody playing a flute was actually officially called.
sounds like
Not
some
that I
kind
gave
of
a
word
crap.
that you would say that you're when you're calling somebody out. You're not only a homophobe, you're a flautist.
Wow. Wow, you're right. That's funny, Steve. Oh my God. Wow. Can we talk a little bit of politics, just a little bit?
Oh, I'd love to.
Okay. Well, it's not going to be very much. It's
All
not going to be very impressive either. But I heard this on the news this morning that in the United States of America already, 42 million people have voted. 42 million people. Does that not hit you as bizarre, as extraordinary, like something? Well, we hadn't heard of that number before the election. I think the election ought to be over 2 or 3 days, and you got a polling place that you got to go to. You have a schedule for a polling place. You know, the A's through the L's go on this day. And you know what? I'm serious. The M's through the S's go on this day, and the T's through the Z's go on that other day. And
kind of like school.
Have the election be over 3 days. Does that not make sense? No write-in ballot. No write-in ballots. Absentees, absolutely. Soldiers, we want to hear what you think. But does that not make sense for the election? Have it over 3 days? Certainly couldn't be any more confusing than what we're dealing with right now. So in the state of Texas, over 60% of their voting population is voted. And that just doesn't seem, I love Texas, but that just doesn't seem like something that, I don't know.
So
Do you think it's a good idea?
Not a fan of advanced voting?
I don't know. Well, absentee, yes.
Okay.
Write-in ballots? No, let me request my write-in ballot. No.
I'm not a fan of
vote.
I'm not a fan of the write-in ballot, but
there is something that we've been told our entire lives. Go vote. And that's the end of that story. Well, how you want me to vote? It's really simple. What's your last name? Thank you. You vote on this day. Polls are open from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. You vote on this day. And you divide that in thirds with the population based on the letter their last name starts with. And I think it ought to work out smooth.
That would alleviate a lot of the crunch at the polls, and that would alleviate the need to do advanced voting, which a lot of the states are going through now. You know,
so in other words, you think I
actually think it's a good idea. Actually,
who do we tell?
Well, you just gave the idea away for nothing.
Well, what? I'm not going to charge money for it. You know, it's for America. It's good for the country.
That's good.
You know what? Yesterday, Mary Beth reached out. She had a hard on about, something to do with taxes. Excuse me.
She had a what?
Well, she got upset and reached out to Kelly Loeffler's office.
Really?
The senator, yeah. And then we got a phone call yesterday from a gentleman representing the senator that said, the senator is aware of your concern, has sent it on uphill, and we've got a response to it. And if you'll call us, we'll let you know what the response is. And what Mary Beth was requesting, Kelly Loeffler had made happen.
Wow.
I know. It happened. You know what? That's what our elected representatives are supposed to do. Now, I'm not a big fan of her haircut, but you know what it had to do with Gracie, our adopted child's Social Security. And this was a substantial, it's not a whole lot of money, but it's enough we needed to help make the mortgage.
Right.
You know, and she was, when she turned 18, that was going away. And Mary Beth said, hell no, it ain't. You know Mary Beth? Yeah, buddy. Who do I call? Kelly Loeffler. By God, hang on. And this May, his name was Michael Gay, with Loeffler's office. He was the go-between between Mary Beth and Senator Loeffler. Wow, it worked out really well.
Wow.
Really good. Isn't that good?
That's a good story.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because you don't think about hearing back from the senators when you reach out for them. It's not something you think could possibly happen, because who are you? Well, you're a voter, a citizen, and Kelly Loeffler took care of Mary Beth's problems.
Now that's the way it's supposed to work.
Yes, it is. So it's saying that, and you know what? Mary Beth was torn about that Senate race and who she was going to vote for until yesterday. I said, how about now? Now will you vote? Well, yeah. Okay,
yeah.
Great. Because I was already a Kelly Loeffler fan.
So how long?
And I had a call from her office about voting not long ago, but whatever. And he started to say,
so how long was it between the time that she reached out to Kelly Loeffler's office and she heard
less
back?
than a week.
Okay.
Think about that. Less than a week.
That's pretty
with
damn
all the horse hockey she has to deal with. That senator got back to these constituents in less than a week.
Wow. Okay.
With an issue that she certainly could remedy, and did remedy, in less than a week.
Okay.
Everybody in my house was pretty dang impressed.
I'm impressed too, because as you correctly pointed out, they got a lot going on. They're in the middle of a campaign.
We didn't expect to hear back at all, but we did.
Wow.
And well, I could say bad things about Doug Collins too, but he seems like such a nice guy, but he's supported Stacey Abrams and that gap in her teeth for years. She had a lot of things she's done, and I'm not a fan of Stacey Abrams, not at all.
And me neither. But just think about, the speed of government. It moves slow as molasses.
Oh my God!
So
cold molasses.
So the fact that they were able to get anything out of anything with the Social Security Department
than a week,
is amazing.
Made it happen.
Yeah.
When the senator reaches out, people listen.
Yeah. Okay. Very good, man. Hey, that's a good story.
Well, I'm glad you liked it, Steve. Totally agree with Moby Mitchell. Vote in person on election day. Chance Bartels. There you go. And make it be 3 election days and divide them by the alphabet. That makes good sense too.
Yeah.
Because getting everybody in there on one day, all the way from the A's to the Z's, everybody in there on one day. Whoa, boy. No, you couldn't do that in a day. I don't think that could happen in a day. And it may need to be a 12-hour voting day. So if you did 12 hours, what would you go from 6 in the morning to 6 at night, 7 in the morning to 7 at night? That's a 12-hour voting
We're a
day.
pretty big country now. I think it needs to be more than one day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this voting by mail and that kind of horse hockey, wait a minute. So whoa. Let's get it down to where we can kind of take a glance at you. Let the people sitting at the poll look at you. Bring a photo ID with you.
What a concept.
You agree with photo ID?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Well, it's a driver's license. How's that? That works. You got to have one of those when you get on an airplane.
Yeah, that makes sense.
All right. Well, I've said a lot of stuff that makes sense in the last few minutes, haven't I?
You're on a roll.
I'll just smoke that stuff every day.
Hey,
go on.
People are listening right now, right?
Not many.
Right.
That was funny though. Wasn't
Well, that's pretty.
Because
funny.
I've been smart for the last hour. Man, I've been sitting there one smart thing after the other, and I told I really ought to smoke that stuff every day.
That's one of the fun things about getting older and aging is that you just don't care what people you say what you think and you don't care what anybody thinks.
Yeah. And it's no, Steve, that's not right. You do care about what people think. But if people don't think the way I do about things and they're bothered by it, well, hell with them.
That's what I just said.
It's not that I don't care what you think. I do care what you think. I wish you'd like me. I like you. I guarantee you, I'll like you regardless.
Yeah.
Like Will Rogers. Never met a man I didn't like. Well, Will Rogers never met my father-in-law. but nonetheless. Oh, Lordy, Steve.
What?
I'm waiting on you to do something. Do you have anything?
I got a couple of things here.
Well, do it.
I'm not prepared.
You're not prepared to do them. Well, you're going to get prepared
at this time. Yes.
Is it going to be soon? We should expect your preparedness. Or can I go ahead and do some other stuff?
Go ahead and do something. I don't care.
But no, I want you. Yes, you do care too, Steve. Don't be there. Don't be so flippant about this. Damn. Oh. Yeah, he does care.
I do care.
And so, well, there you go. You was lying a minute ago, wasn't you?
I am just.
Well, do you have anything yet?
No.
Okay. Halloween's going to have its first full moon in nearly 2 decades. It's coming 31st of October. There's going to be a full moon overhead. Had you heard that?
No.
That's good news on Halloween, isn't it? Man, Halloween, full moon. That's really cool. The next full moon, this full moon coming up, won't be the biggest or the brightest of 2020, but it could be the spookiest because it's on Halloween. Full moon up above. Damn, is that good for Halloween? I don't know who planned that, but good job, y'all.
Great job. Great job for the kids.
Good job, huh?
Very safe night for the kids with the full moon out.
There you go, Steve. I wasn't really thinking about that, but
of course you weren't.
What I was thinking, but let's see, because that's on October 31st, like Halloween normally is, we will see the first full moon to fall on Halloween since 2001. That's been 19 years ago.
Wow.
And the next full moon on Halloween will be 2039.
I plan to be around then.
So do I. But I just think I just wanted you to be more gosh golly about the full moon on Halloween. You ain't gosh golly at all. Not one time did you gosh or golly.
It takes a lot to make me gosh golly, dude.
Yeah, aliens under the ice cap on the south.
That might get me a gosh golly.
Gosh golly. Those are the little green men that Steve's been telling us really exist, and well, son of a bitch, there they are.
If you can prove there's aliens under the South Pole, you might get a Shazam out of me too.
I'm not going to attempt to, but when you find it, you can tell me, and I'll give you a Shazam too, Steve. Oh, Moby, I agree with you 100% on all facets, even the smoke.
Now, y'all behave.
I gagged myself again. LOL, she said. But seriously, great work on Mary Beth and Kelly Loeffler. That is cool.
Yeah.
That, man, I was stunned by that. And her haircut, she could do a better, more adult haircut. But you know what? Under that hair that looks like a high school chick, I bet she puts it in bows from time to time.
Oh, my God.
Oh, think about it. Don't you know?
Don't put that image in my head.
I'm telling you right now, you know dang good well she puts it in bows.
Oh,
but
man.
I think she ought to have more of a haircut like a grown-up. But if she wants to wear that, you know, she's doing a good job as Senator Loeffler. You wear your hair any way you want to. I'd like a picture of you with it up in bows. Wouldn't you like a picture of her with it up in bows? How about a bikini shot? Would you like that? Because she is hot.
Dude, that is one part of your personality that has not changed over the last 25 years.
No. But don't you think if she heard that somebody on the radio was talking about bows in her hair and bikinis and being hot, some part of her would dig it. Some part of her would, for a moment, step down off that senatorial stool and dig it.
You mean
be a chick?
You mean she would blush?
Be a babe. What?
She would blush?
No, she'd be a babe for a minute. Oh, shucks. Yeah. Bows in her hair. And okay, but she could get a grown-up haircut. Wouldn't hurt her a bit.
I think
she continues to climb the senatorial ladder. What?
I think that she probably would be creeped out. I think that's probably the.
I disagree. I give her more. I give her more credit than that.
Oh, well.
Michael Hopkins says, Kim, I think that Apple TV got all of what? Got all of what? Kim Pond,
all the peanut specials that have been taken off ABC and moved over to Apple TV.
Got all, well, whatever. Mm-hmm. I do have. I can see Apple TV. I think. Can I not? Maybe not.
I don't know what you got.
I don't give a damn. Got all of them. I thought Disney got all the rights when they purchased the Peanuts. At least I think they did wonder why Disney Plus isn't airing them. Okay.
You're squinting again.
Yeah, but that's going to go away too. Then you know what? They're going to argue with me about driving. And I'm like, wow, boy, that's old man stuff too.
Did they tell you to not drive?
Yeah, because my distant vision isn't what it needs to be to safely drive.
Wow.
But I can't. I'm sitting right here looking out at the street in front of my house. I can see, sure, I could drive. I'm good. And I wouldn't do it if I felt like it was unsafe at all. But when I get these dadgum bifocals, I'm driving in and they said I can. They already know I can. That's fine. That's fine, Steve.
Wow, man.
Buddy, I'm telling you, there's that old man thing again.
Okay.
All the young pups over at Fistful of Radio said, "Bless their heart."
Bless his heart. Don't be including me in there,
Steve.
No,
we're a team.
Leave me out of this deal.
How many times have I said we were going to do something? I said, "Will you come pick me up?" What do you think that is?
All right, now I get it. Okay, fine. All right, let's take a break.
So next time you'll come pick me up, won't you?
I guess so.
We're 2 minutes late on.
I don't want you driving around maybe killing somebody. I don't, because you can't see.
You're not worried about me. It's just some anonymous individual you're worried about. Is that correct?
Well, no.
Yes.
Yeah.
Punch the break for the spots.
2 minutes from now, we're back on fistfulofradio.com.
Ever try waterproofing? It's not dry till it's ever dry. If your basement's damp, don't take a chance.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
If your crawl space is wet, one call and you're set.
Call EverDry Waterproofing.
Call EverDry today. We make the moisture go away. Go to EverDryAtlanta.com. Okay. EverDry Waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
Tom has been a teacher for over 40 years. One day, I think one of the students had asked the question and he didn't remember the answer. And I also noticed that he was letting his class out earlier than they were supposed to let out. I was really starting to worry.
Levi and I talked about how it would change our lives, but he was there beside me.
When something feels different, it could be Alzheimer's. Now is the time to talk. Visit alz.org/ourstories to learn more. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
One 877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids. 1-877 Cards for Kids. Donate your card today.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Also on the web at carsforkids.com. That's Cars with a K. We're a recognized 501c3 charity organization, so you'll receive a maximum tax deduction. What's more, you'll receive a free vacation voucher of 3 days and 2 nights.
1-877 Cars for Kids. KARS Cars for Kids. 1-877 Cars for Kids. Donate your car today.
Yeah, send your commercials over here to Fistful of Radio, and we'll make them even more annoying than they already are.
Damn, Skippy. Oh, let me turn the camera back on. So we got everything's working now. Send me up there. Okay. I got Neil Bortz's home phone. I was a work number up.
All right.
But see, I can't. Wait a minute, maybe I can too, and just play it through. But what I'm gonna say to him is, Neil, and Moby, and Steve Mitchell, love you, and want to put you on the radio tomorrow. Damn it! Hang on, keep you do something.
All right. Okay. Fine.
Uh-huh.
Your call has been forwarded to the voice messaging system.
You want to cover that?
Woo, we don't want that number to get out, do we? What'd you start saying? Okay,
cover
fine.
that number up.
No. Shut up.
Not available.
Okay.
At the tone, please record your message.
I'm going
when
to.
you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Boards, my buddy. Hi, this is your old pal, Mr. Moby. You remember Moby in the morning, don't you, Neil? You and me were going to have a conversation on the radio with my buddy Steve Mitchell for the Moby and Mitchell broadcast extravaganza. When we first started, and that's been what, 6 months, Steve?
Yeah.
Okay, and I was lazy ass. I just didn't call you. So I want to put you on the radio tomorrow afternoon. We can make that happen because we are that technically advanced here at the Moby and Mitchell studio. But in any event, we'd like to do that. Call, you know all my numbers because I couldn't hide from you if I wanted to. Love you. Boards. Bye-bye. How was that?
That was typical Moby.
Yeah, what do you bet? I bet you $100 that we'll hear back from him today, later today.
Okay, good. But he was probably saying during the voicemail, what do you want? Get to it.
Yeah. What Jonas says, less. God, wait a minute, hang on a minute, because it's like a cooking term. He said, like, less potatoes, more meat. Come on.
I dig it.
That makes sense?
Yeah, I dig
less
it.
potatoes, more meat. I had to think for a minute.
Yeah.
There you go. Laura Morrell Crowder says they're annoying.
Mm.
Well, by God, all right, fine. Michael Hopkins said, Moby, when are your glasses coming? It's nearly 2 weeks. Isn't that ridiculous? You think technology would move quicker than that, don't you?
Yeah.
Don't you?
Takes a while.
Really? You think?
Yeah.
2 weeks? Nearly 2. I guaranteed over a week, but between 10 days to 2 weeks. Fine. God. Fine. I didn't want him anyhow because I can see it pretty well. Hello, Roxy.
Stop it.
Go get him, Roxy. Grandpa just fell down the well on the hill. Go get him. You know, Leslie was a girl too. Roxy, I'm telling you, Roxy, you are our champion. What?
That's pretty funny, man.
What?
Grandpa just fell down the well. Go get her. That's funny.
Well, I'm glad you thought that was humorous.
Every
Steve.
now and then you make me laugh.
It means a lot to me when I do things that you find humorous.
Well, every now and then you get one right, so.
Dude, you can't tell me that you don't think I'm right a lot.
You are
you
right.
You wouldn't be here. You wouldn't be here if you did.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to close the door.
Bye, Steve. He'll be back here in just a minute, everybody. Don't worry about Steve. He's fine. He's fine. Oh, let me tell you this. this is big for me. I've been losing weight lately, and I thought I could fit in these. I had Mary Beth bring me to certain size, and to me, I know 40-inch waist is a pretty big waist. I know that, but when I've been as high as 56 inches in my adult life,
Dang.
a 40-inch waist seems like petite. Like I want to get my damn ballet shoes out. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But I'm telling you, these pants fit me well, and I need more just this size. And if these size never do button, I have a problem. Right?
I'm proud of you for losing all those pounds.
I told you about it yesterday at the birthday party for Grace, and you didn't seem to give one rat's ass about it.
Well,
kind of hurt my feelings.
It was all about her. It was her birthday yesterday.
That's true. Oh God, man, was that wonderful? Yeah, I love that child. Love that little girl, Steve
She's
Mitchell.
a sharp cookie.
Sure, boy. And she's my daughter.
Yeah, I know. That's even
last. You know, she is adopted.
Mhm.
We've never made a secret about that. She's always known she was adopted. I've shared it with the radio audience that she's adopted. We're proud of that. It was a lot of work and it was expensive to make it happen too. We were fighting the state of Georgia on this, and I think we had 3 lawyers. And last night on her 18th birthday, Mary Beth got all the paperwork out. We told her yesterday, Gracie, something you don't know that we decided to wait on you turning 18 before we told you is you have siblings. Your mother had other children. You have 1 half brother and 2 half sisters. And there's information. If you want to reach out and try to make contact with them, we're okay with that if you want to. But we just felt like this is something that was more appropriate on your 18th birthday. You're legally a young woman right now. And if you want to find your siblings, your half siblings, just like all my siblings, Barbara and Butch and Patricia, they were all half siblings. And if you want to find those people, feel free to do that with our blessings. And your mom and I, we're on your side with it, and we'll help any way we can. And dude, she was so excited about that.
Wow.
Is that neat?
That's a great story.
Is it neat? And is it wow?
I
That to me, that's us being good parents, really good parents. And if she wants to meet her birth mom, that's okay.
I think this is going to be the birthday that she'll never forget.
Maybe so, because her
18th.
grandpa was trying to talk religion to her.
Yeah, the 18th birthday.
Yeah.
I think I said something like that yesterday. You always remember your 18th, but this I'm sure she'll never forget
You
this
know,
day.
as drunk as I was, it's amazing that I did.
But what a
that
great day!
18th didn't come and go sober for me. I'll tell you that. I was already out of the house. What?
Wow! What a special day to learn that you have siblings. Did she have any idea?
No. Wow. And we had all the paperwork to give her. And she sat in her room after midnight last night, going through all these files and these folders.
Wow.
And in there, included in that, was how much the lawyers charged us.
Oh yeah.
And it was not inexpensive, not at all, Steve.
Yeah.
And Grace said, God, what did y'all pay to get me? And that hit her well, don't you think?
Wow.
But this was at a time when I was making a lot of money. Well, that's good because it cost a lot of money. We'd still be paying off the loans if that wasn't the case.
Yeah.
But what'd you pay to get me? And it really meant something to her. That's great.
Wow.
Anyhow.
What a great well, dude, sometimes wow.
Sometimes what?
Sometimes you just the stories you tell are just like
well, thank you. But that's a good one, isn't it?
It is.
But you know what? It's a true one. And it's a story that touched my daughter's heart I'm gonna cry. On the day she turned 18.
Mm-hmm.
We unveiled for her what we'd planned to unveil for the last 18 years. And she really appreciated it. And she sat in the floor of her bedroom with that file. Mary Beth went in there with her for a while and was looking. And after a while, and I walked in there too. There was no place to sit. And I said, the hell with this. Y'all tell me what happened. But it was just wonderful. And you're right. The entire 18th birthday, she'll never forget it because there were some really good things. There were some really bad things.
Mm. Yeah, when I walked in yesterday, she said, first 15 minutes, my father and my grandfather have been arguing. And I said, okay, great, thanks.
Did she say that?
Yeah, she did.
Well, the thing of it is, he's a crotchety old fart.
Yeah.
Great guy. I love him to death. Okay, never mind. But crotchety old fart. And the thing of it is, he's that way with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And I've always talked about my in-laws. I love my mother-in-law. Yes, she's fine. Drive you crazy. But he on the other hand, he's a crotchety old fart, and nobody ever says anything back to him. That was not the case with me yesterday. Because the first thing he did was start giving Grace some shit. And I said, wait a minute, Jim, stop. I said, blah, 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 blah. I said, drive. He said, well, they won't let me. He said, I can't drive anymore. I said, I know, and you shouldn't. He said, well, why not? Who says that? I said, everybody in here, Jim, says that. No, we did not get along very well yesterday afternoon. But nobody else says anything back to him. They just accept anything he says and just don't say anything back. But I hear about it later when Mary Beth and her mama will be over. I hear about all the shit,
Sure
all the
you
stuff
do.
he says, but they won't say anything. Y'all need to talk back to him. Go ahead and let him know how the cow ate the cabbage, and let him know if it wasn't for y'all, he'd be in a damn nursing home right now, and that's where he needs to be. So, whew.
All
Yeah,
righty
but
then.
she was right. She told you that on the way in the door, didn't
Yeah,
she?
she did. First of all, before I walked into the kitchen, she let me know. And I appreciate that. The heads up.
Well, with you being there, I tried to be on my best behavior. Did I succeed?
Yeah, you're all right.
I felt like we were fine.
Yeah.
But Jim, every now and then I leaned over to him and I basically just short of saying, just Jim, shut the hell up. Everybody ran. Oh boy. And Betty, my mother-in-law, Mary Beth had found a table on eBay or whatever the hell it was that Betty wanted. And Daddy-in-law wasn't going to let her have it. I said, Jim, one thing you got to come to understand in all your 90 some odd years, you had never come to understand it is the women rule the roost. They design the house. Right now, if you've got your comfortable chair, your recliner and color television and a soda pop to drink while you sit and watch it, what the hell does a table matter? Forget it. Let them go ahead and design the house the way they want it, and you shut the hell up. We bitching about that. Good God, life's way too short to be bitching about a goddamn table. Do you agree with that? I'm sure you do, Steve, even though you're not married.
I live alone, so I get to make my own decisions.
Yeah, tables go where you damn want them.
You're asking,
and they'll be the table that you want.
You're asking the wrong guy because I don't have to.
The lady on eBay wanted $125 for the table, and she said, "I don't want to pay that much." I said, "Dick or rip, what?" And I said, "Let me talk to her." But I said, "You shouldn't pay more than $75 for that table." And she did buy it too. You know what she paid for it? $75. She said, "Mary Beth, that may be the first time in our marriage that you listened to me." Thank you. I'm really impressed. Feel good about it. Oh, Steve. Have we accomplished anything today?
No, I don't know. Well, it's debatable. It's not up to us to judge. We'll let the listeners judge.
How many's out there? I can't.
Are you gonna? What? Do you decorate? Does Mary Beth decorate for Halloween?
You said it just right. Mary Beth decorates for Mary. I don't think she gets much help. She is. Well, yes, Steve, she does. She doesn't get much help though.
But she does some, or does she into it or not? Or kind of, sort of, or all the way?
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
I was.
I would think that over half the neighbors, whatever their names are, do put up decorations for Halloween.
All right,
over half, and Mary Beth's on the lower end of that. It's
okay,
like nah, she's kind of sort of into it.
If you want to see
can I go ahead?
I was just going to say I've got to continue on with this. If you want to see a whole bunch of Halloween decorations, cruise downtown Woodstock. That whole main street is both sides are covered up in Halloween.
And you get out there with Roxy and ride that road by yourself, right?
No,
that's kind of
no,
sad, Steve. No, that's not what you're doing. Yes, it is.
The kids will love it.
I'm trying to say something.
Yes.
Matter of fact, I've tried 3 or 4 different times, and every time I start it, there's not room.
Go ahead.
That's okay. Can I do it now?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go. I kind of feel like Biden. I did debating Trump. I feel like as soon as I start to say something, you're going to have something else that you want to say.
Go ahead.
I forgot what it was now. No, I haven't. It's right here. I took a note. Well, actually, it's written down in front of me on Michael Hopkins' Facebook post. It said, Moby, if you lose all that weight, maybe you can auction off your old clothes for charity. I'll give them to Goodwill. Whatever. Hey, man. In my life, you've lost weight before in your life.
Yes.
Okay. In my adult life, I have weighed as much as 450 pounds. That gets a wow. Surely that got a wow, Steve.
Big wow.
450 pounds, 56 inches around me, like 5 inches being 5 feet around my big ass. Damn. A wow and a damn. Wow. Damn.
Big damn.
BD, baby. I mean, I've lost weight on 2 or 3 different occasions as much as 250 pounds and get down to, I think the lowest I ever got to was 218. But now I'm at, this morning was at 224, and I've lost from 245, 250, and I'm really not trying to, but I've lost quite a bit of weight and my clothes are smaller. I love that clothes are smaller thing. I love stepping on the scale and it's down a pound or 2. But when there's no reason why, that's why I got that next week's doctor's appointment. Why am I losing this weight? I don't know. You know why I made the doctor's appointment? Mary Beth told me to. Yes, ma'am.
Good.
That's what it was.
Good.
And lose all that weight. To auction off clothes for charity. I'm pretty sure, Michael, that the fact that those are Moby's britches is not going to make them 1 cent more valuable.
Yep. I can concur. No. I concur.
Yeah, nobody's going to want to buy these pants because they were Moby's pants.
Mm-hmm.
You want to get in Moby's pants? A lot of girls have.
No.
That's true.
No,
you can't take that. That's a memory you can't take away from me. Matter of fact, multiple memories that sometimes get a little foggy, but overall.
Okay, whatever.
What? Hey, you too.
We're going to change the subject now.
Okay, what do you want to talk about?
Purple pumpkins.
Well, at least you had an answer.
Yeah. Purple pumpkins are coming around this year. And
well, the purple Peter eaters were back in the day. Purple people eaters. Purple Peter eaters. No, not at all what I meant to say. Purple people eaters. That was a great big song back in the day in the 70s, right, Steve? You remember that, Purple People Eaters?
I think that there was something going on in your psyche that made you say Purple Peter Eaters.
Alexa, who did the song Purple People Eaters?
The Purple People Eater is by Sheb Wooley.
Sheb Wooley.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alexa. Stop now. Alexa, stop. Go away. Okay. Sheb Wooley. Do you remember Sheb Wooley?
I remember the song. Yes,
he was, Sheb Wooley was an actor and had made 1 or 2 movies. I think that was the 60s. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
So
wait a minute. Michael Hopkins says a radio legend's clothes. Michael, shut up. Go ahead. You started to say
so.
Something.
The
purple,
teal or purple pumpkins. If you see them, they mean different things. They mean several different things. It means that your
sounds like something out of a Snoopy cartoon.
Your non-food treats are allergy safe. That's one of the meanings.
If they're purple pumpkins,
if you have a purple pumpkin on your porch, it means that your treats are allergy safe. It also means that you're supporting the Epilepsy Foundation. And this.
So where do you get these purple pumpkins, partner?
You go to the Purple Pumpkin store, and you tell them.
Seems logical.
Yeah. Wherever you find pumpkins. The pumpkin place, but I've never actually seen them.
Pumpkins, the pumpkin place. You can find purple pumpkins. Part. So on the side yards of all these churches where you see them selling pumpkins, are there purple pumpkins up in there too? That's a pumpkin place. There's no denying that's a purple pumpkin.
I've never seen a purple pumpkin.
Purple pumpkin.
I've seen pictures of purple pumpkins, but
that's just a tease, man.
Yeah. And I don't know. I don't know if a purple pumpkin is more expensive than a regular orange.
Let's assume for just a minute it's different. And yes, it is. You kidding? Of course, it's more.
And I wonder if it tastes the same as an orange pumpkin.
Probably.
Yeah.
Because by then they can't charge you for the taste. There's nothing they can do to charge you for the dang taste.
I'm going to start looking around now. I'm going to be on the lookout for purple pumpkins.
Well, the pumpkin lots are everywhere. And like I said, the side yard of churches, plus like the Kroger store, the pumpkins are being sold everywhere right now.
Yeah.
And I remember my worst experience with a pumpkin on the front porch here at this house.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin was on the front porch, and I think there was a jack-o'-lantern carved in, and I'm not really sure if there was. But after Halloween, I kept thinking that I need to go get a shovel and get that the pumpkin off the front porch. And what actually happened was, I think it was in January, maybe February, I went out there and it was frozen solid. I mean solid. And when I didn't have to bust it off with a sledgehammer, but you could. It was a bit of work to get off the porch because it was froze to the porch. That makes sense. Is that funny? Is that something you wanted to hear?
That was actually pretty funny. I would have liked to have seen a picture of that.
The pumpkin. Oh, it was all squished in. Yeah, it was neat.
Trying to
I
remove
liked
the
it.
frozen.
Mary Beth was kind of pissed. Trust me, that woman was not happy. That pumpkin was still on the porch, and that was my fault.
That was from October to January or February. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what it was.
All right, then. That's ready to go, dude. I don't feel so bad now about some things around here. Then. All right, so we're gonna take a break now. We're gonna take a break here and be back in 2 minutes on fistfulofradio.com right now.
CBD, it comes in lots of different forms, and it can help you with your anxiety, inflammation, lots of other stuff. Tinctures, CBD oil, topicals, vapes, gummies, pre-rolled hemp joints. That's right, the hemp flower. Smoke them if you got them. CBD hemp flower by the quarter. You can get all of that and more at the Georgia Hemp Company. They are located in Sandy Springs, but you do not have to go there in order to get their fine products. You can order online at thegeorgiahempcompany.com. Thegeorgiahempcompany.com. Use the promo code RICH10 at checkout and get 10% off, or visit them in Sandy Springs at 290 Hildebrand, just north of 285 off of Roswell Road. TheGeorgiaHempCompany.com. Use the promo code RICH10 at checkout for 10% off.
I'm Herschel Walker. I've known Donald Trump for 37 years. He keeps right on fighting to improve the lives of Black Americans. He worked night and day. He never stops. He leaves nothing on the field.
My name is Vernon Jones, and I'm a lifelong Democrat. And I'm part of a large and growing segment of the Black community who are independent thinkers, and we believe that Donald Trump is the president that America needs to lead us forward. Joe Biden has had 47 years to produce results, but he's been all talk and no action, just like so many of the Democrats who've been making promises to the Black voters for decades.
He has accomplished so much almost all by himself on a constant attack. But there's still more work to be done. If you love America and want to make it better, Donald Trump is your president. He's my president, and I'm blessed to call him friend.
I'm Donald Trump, and I approve this message. Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President Incorporated.
Hey, this is Rich Sullivan. Hope you'll check out the opening act with Billy and Sully weekday mornings right here on fistfulofradio.com from 7 to 9.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah. Everybody. Woo. Yeah. Yeah. I don't see.
So apparently somebody hacked Trump's Twitter account.
Okay.
And they guessed his password. And you're not going to guess.
Probably had more than one.
The password was MAGA 2020 exclamation point.
Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it?
It does. And so that's all I know. That's actually a pretty dumb password, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Not like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah.
That's dumber.
Yeah, that's right.
Or just if your password is password, that's dumber.
That's actually, you're right.
That's dumber. Yeah. You know what? Little later on, dude. Matter of fact, before we get into the next break, I want you to get some music ready. We'll do a soapbox.
Okay. I got you some soapbox.
Okay. We'll get soapbox music. Okay. And you can get that quickly while we're playing the record. Moby, y'all play record. I wish we did play records.
Yeah. No, but I've got soapbox music ready.
Okay, that's great. Don't you wish we played some music? Wouldn't it be good just to, every now and then? You know, like and we do it 2 hours together.
Mm-hmm.
like every half hour, every 15 minutes or so, we'd play a record. That would be fun.
Well,
we used to play songs on the radio. We were disc jockeys. And now we're not playing songs on Fistful of Radio or on the radio at all. And I miss doing that. I miss talking about a new song and playing it for everybody. Garth Brooks and Trisha Yearwood have a new song out right now. And it's wonderful. It's God, what's it? It was from a movie. I can see the movie. I can't think of the name of the song right now, and I could look it up and find it, but I don't want to fool with it. But it's Garth and Trisha. They have a song out together, and it's beautiful. And I'd like to play it for you. And it come from a movie. What was the movie from? You'll know it. It was an award-winning movie, and I can't remember the actors or actresses or anything.
I haven't heard it.
Well, whatever. It don't matter. You know what's going to happen is somebody is going to send us a Facebook post about that and tell us and fill us in. Steve Mitchell.
Yep. So did you hear also?
Damn, here you go again.
I'm sorry, I didn't know you didn't give me the signal that you were going to do something. So I just can't read your mind over here. So go ahead.
You're right. It's my fault. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
You started to say something. Do it.
One more thing about Trump, about him walking out of the 60 Minutes interview. Did you hear about that?
Yes. Yeah. I did hear about that.
Okay. Did you have anything you want to say about that?
No.
All right. Then.
I do have other stuff I want to say, though. I'm just trying to get it in.
All right, go ahead. You got 33 minutes to get it in.
Okay. And then later we're going to do a soapbox.
Okay. I'm ready.
Are you going to interrupt during the soapbox?
No.
Yeah. Wow, Steve. All right. One of those days is fine. The headline on this is Hairy and Chubby. And when I read the headline, I thought, oh, it's a story about Mr. Steve. No, but we're talking about Norma, our housekeeper, loves you and wants to marry you. She already told me wants to leave Raul and marry you. But when I saw Harry and Chubby, I just want your comment on something, okay?
All right.
All right. Are you a Harry Chubby single guy?
Define Harry Chubby.
I don't want to define anything. In your mind, are you a hairy and chubby single guy? Sort of, kind of, no, not at all.
Well, I'm not.
You're taking.
I'm not answering this. What the hell?
What?
I'm not answering this damn question. I'm not, playing this game.
You know what? Your answer could be, really, I don't know, and that'd be fine.
I prefer not to describe myself in these terms. You have come to the air
with an attitude today.
In these offensive, I'm playing along. Prefer not to describe myself in these offensive terms. How's that?
Whatever.
Hairy Chubby. No man wants to admit that he's hairy chubby, but I'll play along. Yeah, I'm probably pretty close to hairy chubby.
I already knew that answer.
Okay, asshole.
Asshole. Well, if you are, let's start at the top, okay?
Yeah, whatever.
Are you a hairy, chubby guy, Mr. Stiff?
Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
There you go, see? Well, all is not lost. A survey of 2,000 women nationwide revealed that 42% of the respondents find love handles kind of hot, kind of sexy. I love your love handles, Mr. Stiff. Yeah, kind of sexy. 47% say chest hair. Oh, completely fine. Yeah. You have chest hair?
I do.
Back hair?
No.
Okay. I got both, the chest hair and back hair. And you read research, you read the results of research that's done on guys having chest hair and back hair. And Mary Beth, she is so loving, bless her heart. I don't talk about her a lot, but she's the center of my world. But I do talk about her a lot. But she certainly don't mind my chest hair. I kind of dig it too, because when I was a kid, I always thought chest hair was manly. I wanted chest hair. Yeah, good Lord, give me chest hair. The back hair was optional. I wasn't really expecting that. But it's back hair and a whole bunch of it too. And Mary Beth told me, that's fine. I don't mind. I kind of liked it. Fine. That's a good thing.
I'm getting a little uncomfortable over here.
Why, is Roxy doing something?
No, because I don't want to hear about your chest hair and back hair.
I got it.
Yeah, well.
It's both there. But my wife doesn't care. A lot of you hear dudes you can read in Flippin' Cosmopolitan about guys and their back hair and chest hair and what their women think about it. You read an article about it.
Yeah, but it's
and
you.
So here on the show where we're talking about it again. What, me having? Yeah, I don't have much in the way of pubes, but I just want to tell you that. There it went. Now it's your turn.
Oh God.
You pushed me into that. I want you to know it.
Oh God.
What?
Pubes.
Yeah. Yeah. Where else are you going to hear that on commercial radio?
Yeah.
Okay. By God.
Oh,
Pubes.
okay.
Yeah, pubes.
And in the same sentence from a 66-year-old guy. From the word
Yeah.
pubes.
Well, I wasn't going to, but you pushed me into it.
Well, blame me. Okay,
This
I'll
one-
take the heat. Go ahead, blame me.
Dude, you've got an attitude.
Oh no, man.
You do? But I mean, it's okay. I'm going to continue if you'll let me.
Yeah, fine, whatever.
Because it's been a bitch trying to talk to you today. Here.
Mm-hmm.
The headline of this one is "Get Wet." You're actually not even involved in this, Steve. you can just sit back.
I'll be over here.
Now, trouble sleeping? Now you really will take a 10-minute bath an hour before you go to bed, and that can help you fall asleep 36% faster. Do you have trouble falling asleep?
None.
I felt like that would be the answer to that. And sometimes I'll lay there for half an hour or so before I finally dip off. But boy, Mary Beth don't. And not only that, she'll snore. Oh my God! But that's neither here nor there. This isn't a mattress commercial. I'm just telling you. But you fall asleep 36% faster. They say it's as effective as Ambien without the next day fogginess. And I'll tell you, I used to, months ago, a couple years ago, whatever, I used to love and depend on Ambien. If I didn't have an Ambien, I freaked out a little bit, and I think that kept me awake longer because there's no Ambien in there. No Ambien. But a good thing I got that monkey off my back. I ran out of it, didn't refill the prescription. I'm good to go. Because that's been a long time ago. But what?
Did you ever have any of the other side effects of Ambien? The weird mental.
I don't think I would have noticed if I did. It's me. What?
I think suicide was one of the tendencies, one of the side effects.
Well, way to take it down a pothole there, dude. Damn. Okay.
Because I knew somebody who was on Ambien.
Oh man, they didn't.
Yeah, they did. Yeah.
What'd they do?
Just he had other issues, but Ambien just kind of exacerbated things for him. And
so hung himself, shot himself.
Shot himself. Yeah.
We had another friend in the last few months. It might have been a month. I don't know, but that killed himself too. It's terrible. It wasn't drug related, nothing. And when you hear about somebody killing themselves, or you like me, and it's really none of my business, but I'm always curious, and I ask to myself, whether I ask it out loud or not, what'd they do? What'd they do to themselves? Drown themselves? OD? Shoot themselves? Slash their wrist with a razor blade? How'd they do it? They thought about it for a while. What did they finally decide was the best exit? They thought about it. Do you do that? Do you wonder, well, gee, what did they do when you hear about it?
If I didn't know that they were ill with something, I do go there automatically. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whether or not they're ill, there's dead. I don't want them to be ill. Don't want me to be ill. Don't want you to be ill. But you get ill sometimes. Well, that's what my grandmother just said when you're in a bad mood. She said, "You're awful ill today." You've heard that, yes?
Yes, I have.
Well, you're awful.
I'll be ill
today. You're ill. You're ill today. That's funny. We'll talk about that later.
Yeah. No, but
did you enjoy meeting Martha yesterday? She listens to us every day.
Martha is a wonderful woman.
What, isn't she though? She's my sister.
What a sweetheart.
Sistah, my sister.
What a sweet thing that she did. Knitted me a scarf and a toboggan.
Yeah.
High quality.
You know
stuff.
what? Look at, oh man, she worked real hard on that.
Yeah.
And she knits. That's her hobby. And regarding this show, she knits as she listens, because what she hears with us doesn't interrupt her knitting. If she had company come in, that would interrupt her knitting. But for right now, listening to the Moby Mitchell broadcast extravaganza, which is thoroughly entertaining for her, and you can understand why, because we're really fabulous.
Yeah.
Humbly, I mean, humility, I think, is our long suit.
Yeah, we know.
But she taught that sweet, wonderful woman. She brought Grace a birthday present yesterday. It was a Turvis tumble, that big tall thing. That was. Are you listening? Yeah, was that Turvis tumble?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was a Yeti cup.
Yeti. That's it. Yeah, a Yeti. And it had Gracie's initials monogrammed on it. It was beautiful. It was a very nice thing. And anyhow, I was going to tell you something about the birthday. Oh, Martha has been in my life since Jonah was a kid. because in 7th grade, you're what? How 13?
Sounds
12,
about right.
13 years old? Yeah. And so Jonah was 12. He's 35 years old now. And when he was 12 or 13, Martha was his social studies teacher in 7th grade. And I think he really liked her. I think he felt like she was a good teacher. And at that age, for him, it was kind of well, whatever. But in Gracie's 7th grade, Martha was also her 7th grade by her social studies teacher. And she's just remained in her family. It's just one. And I was telling Mary Beth today, I bet you in all the years that Martha Lightcap has taught school, I bet she has never been closer and remained closer to a family than she has to me and my family. And when Grace was in the 7th grade, I was buddying up to Martha because I love Martha so much, and we'd talk on the phone and laugh and cut up. And we were having such a good time. And as it was approaching the end of the school year, she said, now, when this year's over, don't throw me to the curb. Thinking like I was, wait a minute, so Martha, you don't know me very well, do you? No, you're my buddy for life. And that's kind of how it's worked out. You like that? I like that.
You're a good old guy.
Well, I love Martha.
And she's a sweetheart.
She's a Southern lady, buddy. Raised with money.
Wow.
Every now and then she'll start telling stories about things in her life that you knew, damn, pretty wow. And she tells stories about her daddy. And she and I both believe, given the story she's told about her daddy, that me and her daddy would get along real well. I think he and I'd be buddies. There's only one difference between me and Martha's daddy. Go ahead, ask.
What's that?
Money. He had a bunch of it. And I think he came from money. There's nothing wrong with that. There's no fault in him for riches. That's okay. That's why people get pissed off at that. You know what? If you're rich, God bless you. And every now and then, if you're good buddies with somebody that's really got a lot of money and they invite you to go do something, normally they're paying. Cool. You've had rich friends.
I have, but
normally when you go out, they pay. Am I right?
Yep.
Yeah, that's it. That's good.
That's nice.
You know Searle Pharmaceuticals? You know the name? Searle Pharmaceuticals. Not Belmont College, Vanderbilt University in the 70s. Gideon Searle was friends of a friend of mine. And I got to hang out with him some. And when we'd go out anywhere, hot dog. It'd be someplace expensive, and it was on Gideon. Yeah. The Searle Company. He wrecked his car. And I went with him to the Volvo place to pick out a car the next day. And I hung out there and talked to the salesman. Me and the salesman hit it off. So I hung out and talked to him while Gideon went to get his old wreck car or whatever and come back and pick up his new Volvo. Paid cash for it, wrote a check. God almighty.
What's he doing now? I bet. I wonder.
I don't know. I hadn't talked to him in a long time. And you know what? I could probably seek him out, but why?
I wonder if
It'd be a waste of his time and mine.
I wonder if he went into the family business.
I don't care.
It'd be. I mean, it would be good to know if he.
It's time. No, why?
Well,
I don't care. Why do I care, Steve?
I would.
Let's move forward. Okay, look him up. I'm sure you could Facebook him. Gideon Searle.
How do you
what
spell
I'm
the
trying
last
to do
name?
is start this soapbox.
Oh, okay. You want to do that now? Okay. Well, thank you for telling me.
I did tell you.
No, you
We're going into the break. We'll do a soapbox.
Okay. Well,
wait a minute? Did I not tell you that?
No, you just told me now.
No, I told you when we first came out of that last.
No, you
break,
said you were
in the next break. Let's get some music ready.
Right, you just didn't tell me
because
when
we're going to do a soapbox going into the next break. Maybe I left that part out going into the next break.
Yeah,
okay,
yeah. So I'm ready.
Well, let's not do it.
No, I'm ready.
We'll do it in the next break or in the next hour. It's okay.
The next break is the last break
of the hour
and the last hour.
Well, we're going 3 hours today.
No, we're not.
Okay. Well, we'll do this soapbox tomorrow. Tomorrow, Friday.
How long is the soapbox?
I don't know. Well, let me look.
Man, I'm ready to go right now.
It has to do what? Well,
I'm ready to go with the music right now. I can push a button.
It's going to be, I don't know. Well, let's just see how long. It's political.
All right.
You going to introduce the soapbox? You do. You introduce the soapbox.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, here's today's, what do you call it? Today's just Moby's soapbox. Today's
small town soapbox.
Sorry
okay, let's do it again. Start it again.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's today's small town soapbox.
In case you didn't hear her interview the other day, my friend Dr. Alveda King niece of the late Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., has called out Joe Biden for his racism. She also describes the way Donald Trump has proven to do more for Black Americans in 3 years than Joe Biden has done in all of his 47 years. Alveda further elaborated by saying, one thing that Joe Biden does, he wants to say he is helping Black farmers. No, he's not. He has suppressed everybody, putting our people in jail, saying our young men were predators and all that. As the senator from Delaware, Biden was the author of the 1994 Three Strikes crime bill. The legislation increased the penal population, while critics said it affected minorities disproportionately. Trump is taking us out of our emotions, taking us out of strife into sanity, into reasoning and thinking. President Trump is helping Black farmers, education, you name it. He sees us as Americans. He gives us that dignity. He can see us, but he respects us. That's why Trump. He can see us, but he respects us. That's why Trump. Dignity. She said, what I've been trying to tell Americans for a while, Joe Biden is an old racist, plain and simple. And that is today's Small Town Soapbox.
Ever dry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
Hey, Atlanta, Shannon Burke here. Now that the flood watches have expired and the sun is back, it's time to address that leaky basement. The amount of rain Atlanta gets this time of year should have you paying attention to moisture in your home. Call the guys that I call, EverDry. As you know, moisture and water in your basement today can lead to foundation issues tomorrow, not to mention mold and mildew. The health of your family could be at stake. Have the guys from EverDry come out and conduct a free basement inspection today. Their patented process seals and encapsulates your basement and keeps it dry for years to come. Call them today, 678-741-2900, or check them out online at everdryatlanta.com. It's 678-741-2900 for EverDry Waterproofing, and tell them Shannon Burke sent you.
EverDry waterproofing. It's not dry till it's ever dry.
CBD, you hear about it all over the place. There's signs on every corner telling you to get CBD at this place. Well, I encourage you to get CBD from the right place, and the right place is the Georgia Hemp Company in Sandy Springs. They've been around since long before this big CBD boom got going, and they source their products from the best places in the country. The tinctures, the oil, bath bombs, great CBD products just for you. Available in Sandy Springs, and they will ship to you wherever you are. Just use the promo code RICH10 at checkout. It's called the Georgia Hemp Company. The Georgia Hemp Company, located at 290 Hildebrand in Sandy Springs. Again, the promo code RICH10 at checkout at thegeorgiahempcompany.com.
Let me tell you about our good friends at Buckhead Pet Pals, Atlanta's premier pet sitting company. With over 20 years of experience in pet care, Buckhead Pet Pals treats your pets just like they do their own. Caring, trustworthy, and loyal, Shannon and her team provide the absolute best in pet care available in the Atlanta area. Give them a call, 404-303-0312. That's 404-303-0312. Or find them on the web, buckheadpetpals.com.
Hello, Stevie Mitchell.
Hey, big boy.
There you are. Took 3 times.
Sorry about that, man. I had you muted
What?
because you had forgot to kill your mic there in the last break, and I had you.
Was it something I needed to kill it from? I wasn't hiding nothing.
No, your mic was open during the last break, and you were doing stuff.
I wasn't doing anything.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Back to what I was first saying about Mitchell today. Damn. Okay. That's fine. I'm here. But Martha wrote to us.
Mm-hmm.
Martha. We're talking. Love Martha. She said, and we've been talking, she's been listening. She says, I can still remember the chorus to Purple People Eater. Cheb Woolley, Purple People Eater. Do you remember, Steve?
I do. I sure do.
The chorus?
No, but I vaguely remember the song.
It go. You'll remember this. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, bing, bang, walla, walla, bing, bang.
Yeah.
You remember that, don't you?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, la, 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 bing, bang.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that was a silly song, but it was a huge record all over the radio.
Huge hit. Huge hit
Yeah.
record, but it was.
Yeah.
Genuinely it was. But thank you, Martha. I'd actually forgotten that, but as soon as she said it, not like that, I remember the melody. Ooh, ee, ooh, ah, ah, bing, bang, walla, walla, bing, bang. That. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a song that won't be covered by anybody today. Songs that will never be covered by anybody ever.
Yeah, the parody version of that. Never going to happen. Okie dokie. What, buddy?
No.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What?
Nothing. I'm just waiting for you to chime in.
Well, every time I've tried to chime in today.
Oh, no, there was your opportunity right there.
I know, that was it. That's what I should have done.
Yeah, you should.
Staying in touch with your loved one. Wow, I got all that in. Staying in touch with your loved ones is a good way to deal with COVID-19 stress. Staying in touch with your loved ones. Oh, mine are gone. My side's decimated. Forget it. That's a good thing about this. There's not a my side. Thought that was funny. You think it was funny? Never mind. I thought it was funny. Anyhow, if he is not funny today at all. Is he? Now I lost my place. Oh,
tough crowd.
Yeah. Staying in touch with your loved ones is a good way to deal with COVID-19. Research reveals that that's the case. Is it natural? It is natural to experience emotions like sadness and fear and loneliness and anxiety during the pandemic. I get that. I understand. People in this study called a family member or friend to talk it through experienced less stress than those who bottled it all up and said nothing. Wow. I get it. But again, you talk about calling family. There's nobody in my family I'd really care to call. You know what? My brother's son, Tiger, James K. Morgan, James, whatever. Anyhow, he still lives out in Arizona with his son. And that's my nephew. I really need to reach out and be in touch with him.
Now, who is it again? Your brother?
My brother's son.
Your brother's son. Okay.
My half brother's son.
Okay.
And ever since my brother passed away a few years ago, we always knew he had a nickname. He was Tiger. I'd never really tried to keep up with Tiger. When my birthday passes, I get an email from him. And I can't say I never hear from him on the phone. Sometimes I do, but am I an idiot there to think that it would be good of me to keep up with my nephew? How you doing, Tiger?
I think you should.
I do too. I'm writing down the word nephew here.
Yeah, do that
as a reminder. Huh?
You need to, stay connected with what remains of your family.
Do you stay in touch with your relatives? And if you do, who are they?
Yeah, I will have very few left.
Your mom and dad are gone, of course.
Yeah, I have a second cousin, and I have a first cousin, and
from different families. These cousins?
No, from the initial core family. Yeah,
but their parents. My cousins were my mother's nephews.
Mm-hmm.
My mother's sister's children were my cousins, and I'm wondering, with your two cousins, are they that closely related? One of your parents was their children.
So my second cousin is there were 5 sisters. Okay, my mom and her siblings.
Sounds like a novel, doesn't it?
I know. What a pair of sisters, a bunch of sisters, 5 sisters, and Aunt Willie and her daughter Martha, who just died last year.
Is it Martha or Martha?
It was Martha, but her daughter Molly is her daughter Molly. He's my second cousin.
Okay.
So, but there were 5 of us kids from the 5 sisters. It was Brad, Sherry, Martha, me, and Mary Elizabeth. And so
Mary Elizabeth, that's a beautiful name.
And so the 5 of us, there's just me and Brad left. So, and Brad's just a little younger.
Do you and Brad have a bet?
No,
Brad, no. You're going first. No, it's you. You're going first. No. Here, after you. Okay. So okay, fine.
So that's my immediate family.
That's good. Well, it's good to hear.
Yeah.
And do you feel fondly toward those
Yeah,
people?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
I need to reach out to Tiger.
Yeah, you do.
Okay. And let him know that I did it on purpose. And this is why I'm doing it, because you're the only person left on my side.
My God.
But there is a cousin named Jimmy Moore that was my cousin. I don't remember how we're cousins, but he's an older guy. He's my age, your age, and man, your age, or maybe a little more. And he called me the other day, and we were talking about stuff. And I mean, some of the stuff was funny to talk about because my folks were nuts.
Mm-hmm.
It's good to know about them and hear about them and laugh at the stories. So, but Jimmy Moore's still around in Tiger. All right, so Chance Bartell says that's funny about the Facebook video post. Can you read that? I can't. Wait a minute.
No.
I can get closer. I can. No. You know what? When I get them damn glasses, this ain't gonna be the case. Y'all just bear with me.
He's talking. He's talking. This doesn't matter. It's what he's talking about.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. It's insignificant.
It's healthy day, October. You're right. You're right. Chance. Don't send bullshit stuff. Why not, Moby? That's what you always do.
That's exactly what we're doing.
I took Ambien for years and never had any side effects. Well, good for you. What, buddy? You saying?
Have you done, or you wouldn't know this? I'm asking the wrong person, but
well, give it a shot. I'm
Mary
smarter
Beth,
than you thought.
Has she done her Christmas shopping yet?
Mary Beth?
Yeah,
some of it.
Yeah,
some of it started a long time ago, and yes, I'm sure. There will reach a period of time when Mary Beth says, if a package shows up, don't open it. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
But I've ordered some things too, and those I need to open and wrap. So
yeah.
I'm kind of at a quagmire.
Yeah. There's a survey done at about a quarter of Americans have already done their Christmas shopping.
Finished?
Yeah, finished, done.
You know our friend Deborah Richards.
Yes.
Great news lady, sweet person, really smart. But she would finish her Christmas shopping for the next year before spring.
Wow.
I know, dude, I'm telling you. That's true.
Dang.
And she would tell you, Moby, I got your Christmas present today. I say, Phyllis, it's February. Okay.
That's pre-planning right there.
What?
That's some pre-planning right there.
Well, she can't get you clothes because she don't know you ain't going to gain or lose weight. So. Bless her heart. What is this? We got a few minutes left.
Yeah, we got just a few. Yeah.
Say it again and again and again and again. Wonder why so many people believe the lies that are spewed forth during political campaigns. Wow. Say it again and again and again and again and again. Simple repetition is one of the best methods of persuasion. Many studies have found this to be true. People are more likely to believe a statement is true if they hear it repeated over again and over and over and over again and again and again. They and over if they hear it once, regardless of whether it's true or not. But if it's repeated, they'll believe it more fastly, more quickly. And hearing it once has no effect. I thought that was neat.
Or conversely, if you don't hear it at all, as in the Hunter Biden story, if you don't hear it at all, then it just never happened. And that's
I know it just goes away.
That's kind of like what we're going through right
like
now.
The coronavirus is going to just disappear. It goes away.
They don't talk about it. It goes away. I think that's what you're seeing right now on certain channels anyway.
On certain channels, but I think it's going to get worse. I think it's going to get a little worse, and it's going to get worse enough that the major networks are going to have to start carrying it.
Yeah.
But I think, am I selling myself short by getting 75 or 80% of my information from Fox News? But I do. I mean, I enjoy Fox in the morning, Fox and Friends. A lot of other people do too. The president watches it, and that makes me more. It makes me feel more validated about watching it myself, because I know he watches that ain't all he watches, and I bet he reads a bunch of stuff too. But I'm right now, but it's I don't feel like I'm being uninformed by only watching Fox News or primarily watching Fox News. And this story about Hunter Biden's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and eventually the cork's going to pop out of the keg, and everybody's going to drown in Hunter Biden. We're going to hear that for a while.
Yeah. They're trying to hold it off.
And it wouldn't surprise. So I say it wouldn't surprise me if he gets prison time, but that ain't going to happen.
No. He's
Do
not.
you think
he won't get prison? He'll get fined, or he might get house arrest, or
smacked on the wrist by his daddy?
Exactly. Yeah.
That might happen.
Or he might.
Boy, don't you, Hunter? Boy, don't you know that's pissing Joe off?
He'll turn if he'll turn cooperative witness, they'll be able to charge somebody in China with some kind of crime, and that way he can muscle them that way. So.
But Joe Biden has got to be thinking, Hunter, you little son of a bitch. Yeah. Don't you think?
Yes, sir. And just at the worst possible time.
At all times that you could be doing this.
Yes.
No. Yeah. So you come and do it during the election. 2 weeks from the election. That's when you by God got to get up there and show your ass, Hunter. Damn.
Well,
what?
Nothing. Hey, look, in politics, this is something to always remember. There are no coincidences.
I know it. I got
this
it.
This just didn't happen to happen.
I got it. Just didn't happen to happen. I got it. But don't forget to watch the debate tonight.
Yeah.
It starts at 9:00 Eastern time. And I wanted to mention it again because first thing you know, we're going to turn around and be out of time, and you're going to be getting on my ass for not breaking at the right time.
We're fixing to.
But whatever. But we're fixing to, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
So
fixing
do not forget to watch the debate tonight.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a lot better than debate number 1. Steve, don't you agree with that?
I agree with you, sir.
I think they are more prepared and will give us more entertainment, which that's all it's about, really.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Do not forget to watch the debate tonight. There will be an obvious winner, I predict, and we will talk about it here on a Friday early afternoon, Friday, Moby and Mitchell broadcast extravaganza on fistfulofradio.com and on Facebook and all that other stuff.
And you put a call into Neil Bortz today, and hopefully we will hear back from him today, and he will
may not.
But maybe there's always a possibility.
Yeah,
I'll tell you what we'll do. If you hear from him and he confirms that he'll be on tomorrow, let me know, and I'll put it up on our Facebook page to let everybody know in advance.
Boy, you give and you give, Steve. You give and you give.
We have.
Thank you.
We have the technology.
If Neil calls me back, I'll say, Neil, good to hear from you. But when we end this conversation, don't let me forget to call Steve back. Okay, that's good because you know how I am. I'll forget. Then tomorrow, say, oh, by the way, we're having board.
All right. So thank you, man.
I'm expecting to hear music. Is my clock that off?
Yeah, we're good. We're fixing to wrap it up right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
You gonna get your dancing girl back this afternoon?
No, man.
When I first called Steve, he had a dancing girl in his place.
No, she's not a dancing girl.
Was she dancing?
She was a girl who was dancing. You say a dancing girl.
Was a girl.
That implies that she dances for a living, which she does not.
It did not imply that.
She was a girl.
It implied you had a dancing girl and you got defensive.
All right, whatever. And now we're gonna go.
I love you, man.
Love you too, man.
See you tomorrow. You want the last word?
No, go ahead.
Bye.
Bye.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. Do you think we're getting close to a vaccine?
We're getting close to a vaccine, and I've asked the FDA to make a vaccine in a suppository form. That way I can tell Dr. Fauci to stick it up his.
This is your president and the men, and getting ready for the Newsmaker Line pre-election comedy special Saturday, October 31st at House Grill in Roswell. We'll be celebrating my certain re-election with great comedy, surprise guests, and even some special Halloween songs.
The Georgia Radio Hall of Fame. I'm not sure how they got their name. Part-time losers they like to induct, while guys like us are totally out of luck.
Safe distancing guidelines will be practiced. Get your tickets now. Visit newsmakerline.com or call 678-829-SHOW. That's 678-829-SHOW.